Welcome to Old Fools Talking Old School, where in this session we talk about our favorite political candidate, Serena Williams finally calling it quits, and Metamucil, the drink of champions.
I actually have some bad news, brother.
Oh, what's that?
This last election, our boy Ludi didn't win, man.
Oh,
I was hoping Ludi was going to win, but he didn't pull it out. Cause I thought about that when you talk about talking in third person. I'll tell you about his campaign commercial where he started talking in third person, and I'm like, Ludi, that's you talking. You ain't talking third person. Ludi, he didn't win, man. Huh? So Ludi ain't gonna be on duty, brother.
Boy, that's funny.
Oh man, I was like, when I heard that commercial, I almost died. I was running that car.
Yeah,
but he didn't make it. He didn't make it. So he ain't gonna be on duty. Yeah. I was going to ask you. You see the article on our boy Marshawn when he got arrested the other day?
Man, I saw it and I didn't read it. I'm like, man, Marshawn, get somewhere, man. You finally got yourself on the legitimate side of things. But what? No, what was the deal about it? What did he get arrested for?
Well, he was driving. I think he was high. He said he hadn't been drinking. I think he was just high, man. He had this real nice Mustang, but man, the front passenger wheel was missing, and the other tires all bad. He'd been hitting curves along. And they had to pull him out of the car because first he was sort of cooperative, and then it showed him, not want to cooperate. So they had to take him out of the car and stuff. But man, I was like, Marshawn, you ain't even got a tire or a rim on the front passenger side of the car. But yeah, and I said the same thing too. I'm like, he finally seemed like he had got to that point where they was using it for a number of different companies for commercials and things. Yeah. But he, he also appears to be that kind of guy that really could care less. He's like, okay, I mean, I ain't gonna change myself. I mean, I might be doing commercials and this kind of thing, but I'm gonna still do me. He seemed like that kind of guy.
Yeah, I ain't got to go look for no job. I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, this has put my name back out there, even though it's negative.
Yeah. And I mean, it wasn't like he was doing a commercial for the big dog like Nike and stuff. But I haven't heard any of the companies that he's has done commercials for come out and say that they were letting him go as a spokesman or whatever. I mean, it may just been one of those things that he wasn't at that top tier to where they care about that. But I ain't heard nobody come out and say, they were dropping him as a spokesman or anything like that.
Subway ain't got no room to be dropping nobody. Oh man. But yeah, he's in the news.
Yeah, my boy Marshawn. I'm sure he asked the police. Marshawn didn't do that.
Yeah. Boy, I find myself, the older I get, I kind of like these dudes that talk about themselves in third person. I was like, and Marshawn don't. Boy, that's wild.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you about. Well, but I see your girl Serena said she gonna hang him up though, brother.
I'm glad, because she's here lately. She just been tarnishing her legacy as far as I'm concerned. But I will give her this: she looked like she's back in shape from when I saw her play the other day. Like, well, now okay, she beat somebody. I don't know what she's done in the tournament, but she's looking better. But what she's been up there almost 30 years, is it, or 20 years? Or?
Yeah, 20. I think she's been there almost 20 years. Yeah. So she's been there for a while.
Yeah, I I like it when players finally realize, kind of like us, when we realized we couldn't play intramural no more, man. Sometimes you got to face the music, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I know that's what happened to me when I was over in Bentwaters. I went out there. They said, "Yeah, man, come on out, come on out." I just got this. Yeah, I went out there, man. They threw a pass. The pass was past me. And then I threw my arms up, trying to block it. I'm like, you need to sit down. Shit, your reflexes that bad. The ball's already past you. Then you go throw your arms up. I was like, "Yep, you need to go sit down." So yeah,
That's it.
that's the way it is. Even when I was playing softball, I used to play the outfield and stuff. When we played at Lackland and everything, man, I transitioned. I was playing catcher. So give me something to sit relatively easy,
Yeah, yeah.
So when it's time to go. But from what she said, she got some pretty interesting things that she said she's looking to do, with business and some kind of.
But she's already, her and her sister got some serious business going on.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
You know
And
that
I know they've been in some design things,
Yeah,
but
that
I
design
think they was talking about. She said she wanted to do something in the financial world. I don't know if it was what do you call these companies that have all these different companies, and not so much a mutual fund, but I can't think of what you called it now. But she mentioned that, and she mentioned about expanding her family, and I'm like,
yeah.
does that mean she wants to have
Another
more
kid.
children? Because she almost died with her first one.
That's the first thing I thought about when she said it. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
But they give them women that drug. They forget and lose their mind. They forget. I remember when Rosalind said, I want to have another baby. I said, are you crazy? I saw that shit. And I was like, thank you, Lord, for making me a man. He's like, I want to have another baby. I was like, oh, Lord. But yeah, they forget, man. And I guess that mothering instinct just kicks in. Cause yeah, she said she wanted to expand her family. Well, they're already part owners. Her and her sister part owners of the Dolphins.
Yeah. I remember when they went in and as part of that deal. So she's got some things going on. That she's got a lot of different ways to go. And you're always good to see that kind of stuff. Because sometimes I think we get hung up on the sort of the dumb jock kind of thing with athletes and stuff a lot of time. And when you hear about kids, I mean not kids, but these athletes going into different things, especially something that's not just typical of, well, yeah, everybody does that after they retire from the league. Makes you feel good about it.
Well,
no, go ahead.
It should be more people, because there's been enough mistakes from early on when we finally started making some money to learn from. I don't understand how they could not begin. But the thing that bothers me is that they all go into the same thing. You become your own competitors again. Everybody's got a clothing line, and everybody's got the same idea. Now the thing seems to be in making movies or wanting to get. Now every superstar seems like they're doing their own little chronicle. I was looking at little Derek Jeter the other night, and now Magic. I saw him today on TV pumping his out about his little 5 or 6 show documentary of his life. And on 30 for 30, I was looking at James Worthy. They was doing him. I'm like, it's all the same stuff, man.
Yeah, they doing all that. I heard where your boy Mike Tyson was upset about the one Hulu's doing on him. How did he say it? They're taking an opportunity to humiliate another human or something like that. So it obviously ain't gonna show Mike in the best light.
Yeah, well, he left a lot of clouds.
Did he ever?
Yes, sir.
Did he ever?
He's talking about humiliating. You did that when you put that damn tattoo on your face. I'm like, what was you thinking? I done been messed up in my life, but I ain't never thought, let me get a tattoo on my face.
Yeah, I think that was during a time when Mike was off his medication. I think that's what. I think that, because they used to say before every fight, they had to take him off his medication because his medication sort of made him lethargic and stuff. So they said that they did that, because people was wondering, why would somebody bite somebody's ear and that kind of stuff. I said, well, if you on medication and they take you off of that stuff, there ain't no telling what you might do.
Yeah, the hell, he's on that Thorazine probably doing that shuffle because he was slowed down.
Yeah, that's what they said. They said they had to take him off of that so he could fight. So yeah, you never know, but like I said, he brought a lot of that stuff on himself, and that's what draws the people to those kind of shows. If it's gonna be a totally feel good story, people ain't gonna want to see that no way.
Right.
They won't see dirt, Exactly. They want to see the trash. So you got to have some of that in there.
That's right.
Yeah. Have you seen that movie, King Richard? Have you seen that movie about?
No, man. I saw it. I think it was on one of these movie channels, and I was going to look at it. And I'm not much of a movie watcher because I'll go to sleep in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna watch it one of these days.
I'm the same way. It just that the girls had it on, and I watched some of it. I wasn't that impressed. It almost seemed like at times that they were. I don't know. I haven't really, read about a lot about his true life, but it almost seemed like they were sort of overblowing some of the stuff just to try to make it sort of get your attention. It just. I don't know how to explain it, but it just seemed like it was like almost making. Well, I'm sure that wasn't exactly how that happened. It just didn't seem normal type of behaviors and things.
Right.
So I wasn't that impressed. I guess it did, okay at the box office early on, but obviously it wasn't no blockbuster to the point that it was going to bring in a ton of money. But I watched some of it. It was okay. Let's put it that way. It was okay.
Yeah, they hyped it up more than anything because of who they are. And she needs to talk her sister into retiring too, because Venus did some outstanding stuff, man. But these last 10 years, man, she just been. I mean, I know she got sick and all of that, but it took some great talent to build up what her legacy was. But now it's just tearing down.
Yeah, I know she's playing some doubles now and then and stuff, but poor thing, she need to get that braid out of her head. So her forehead starts back about the middle. She got that Stevie Wonder look going on, and I'm like Venus, But like I said, they've done good. I must admit they've done good. And they've revolutionized women's tennis along the way. So
they set the standard.
I ain't got nothing but love for them.
Mm-hmm.
And they did it their way. There was when they first came up, some of the old tennis stars were talking about, because they had such a great power game, and they were so much bigger than a lot of the other, female tennis players. And I'm like, well, if you can haul all that around and hit that ball that hard,
that's right.
why you got to be apologetic? That's just the way things are.
That's right. And they wasn't working hard trying to be a size 2.
No,
that's what y'all did, Richard's from Shreveport, Louisiana down there. Ain't nothing but some thoroughbreds down there. Cause you can look at their mom and tell, boy, she was a thickums, boy. I bet she had one of them bodies. Richard was like, damn.
But if you see Richard, because Richard was a player. Richard, I forgot how many kids he had outside of his marriage and stuff. And you look at Richard, you're like, damn. Who? He must got something going on. So, just a look at him, you're like, he ain't much to look at.
No, I'm here to tell you.
But I guess he had something going on because he had all these damn kids going around.
Yeah, he did. Richard was the man. So yeah, man, I'd like to see them both go out, as close to the top as they can, because they've been to the mountaintop, but they're coming down the other side now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And obviously they realize it. I mean, I think, as you start to, you know, injure yourself more and things of
Yeah.
that nature, and taking time off to have a child, that takes a lot out of you too.
Oh yeah.
You just realize that that's your best days are behind you. But it seemed like they, especially Serena realizes that now. So I mean, that's a good thing. You just hate to see the one, like you say, the hang around, hang around, and hang around. Almost, I don't know if they can't let it go or
Mm-hmm.
if for a paycheck or whatever. And it's like, man, you just, like you say, you just sort of tarnishing your reputation.
Yeah.
You need to go ahead and go. Go ahead and start the next phase of your life.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Because what they've accomplished is fantastic. I mean, I wish you could have got that 24th there. And then the cards don't look like Tiger gonna get that 18th either. So
Yeah,
they did a
yeah, I don't
good
think
run.
so either. Yeah, he had a good run. Had a good run. But golf is another one of those games that you look at it and you think, well, it's just hitting the ball and walking up a little bit more and hitting the ball again. But I mean, the torque you have to use on your body to hit that ball, and
Yep,
especially hit it that far and stuff. There ain't many golfers who leave golf that doesn't have back problems and knee problems and things of that nature, just
that's
from the
right.
nature of the sport itself. And of course, it didn't help him any to be in that wrecking thing, but he was sort of past his prime before that even happened because of all the back surgeries he was having.
Yep, that's right. That's one of the things that has scared me away from golf because of all that torque. And I've had this phobia all my life, I think, about hurting your back. Because I mean, you hurt your back, man. That's central. That affects everything. Walking, everything you do. And I'm like, that's why I took to heart them lessons we got on lifting stuff. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Man, I ain't finna try to throw my back out on none of that. When you're young, you do want to, oh, I can lift that. Go ahead. I ain't finna lift it. You get on that
Yeah.
end and I'll get on this end, but I ain't trying to be no He-Man out here.
Yeah, it can do you, and golf is one of those kind of games,
Yeah.
almost like baseball in a way, in the fact that you want to hit the ball as far as you can. I mean, that's just
Hmm.
sort of the nature of the game. Even though there are some holes that are not that long that you ain't got to jack
Hmm.
up on, but other than that, when you bring them drivers out and stuff, man, you want to try to hit that ball as far as you can, which starts
Yeah.
to get you in trouble, especially when you're not doing it the right way. And I found that out the hard way when I was still playing. Man, I got there hitting the ball and trying to jack up on the ball and felt a little twinge, and then you're telling yourself, "Oh, that's nothing. That's nothing, man." I hit
Hmm.
that next shot, boy, I almost cried.
Hmm.
Had strained my oblique muscle in my side. It wasn't my back; it was on the side.
Hmm. Hmm.
Shit, you talking about something that hurt. And the doctor asked me. That's when I was up in D.C. He said, "Well, do you play golf that often?" I said, "Well, I don't play that often." I said, "But I do play pretty regularly." And I said, I was at the driving range and stuff like that. He said, "You was trying to hit it always 600-700 yards." Or I said, "Yeah, that's exactly right." I was trying to hit that ball as hard as I could, as far as I could. And I said, I felt a little twinge, and then I went back and did the same thing again. And yeah, it was more than a twinge that second time. He said, "Yeah." He said, "I see people coming here all the time who golf is just one of those kind of games. You just think you got to hit it farther and farther and farther, and you torque your body more and more. And if you ain't doing it right, it'll let you
Hmm.
know." I said, "Well, yeah, it damn sure let me know."
Yeah, buddy. And a lot of them got it like that. I mean, even with baseball, I'm sitting up here now, my shoulder messed up from playing baseball all those years, and because I had a good arm every time I played with somebody, they wanted me to pitch. I'm like, no, I ain't pitching. I did it one time and got to throwing them breaking balls, boy.
Mm-hmm.
People always say, oh, toothache hurts worse or migraine hurts. All that shit hurts, man. My arm was throbbing. And I've had problems with that shoulder ever since. And then I developed there's a little tear in my rotator cuff. So I got a little DB on that, so I was like, yeah, okay, all right, I'll take a little medication.
I heard that. I heard
Yeah,
that.
that went from way back. I said, oh, it's just aggravating. I said, oh, by the way, I've been compensating because this one hurt so bad. My other one is messed up. Hey, it gave me something for that. I was like, okay, okay. So, yeah, man. But that when you do the same repetitive stuff over and over, it's gonna affect that.
Yeah. That's just part of life and part of your body. That's
Yeah,
just the way things are. And as you say, at some point you just got to tell yourself, hey, I guess I gotta let that stuff go.
yeah, man.
Or maybe not so much let it go. You just gotta back off some.
Yeah.
Instead of, like you say, trying to jack up and hit everything as far as you can. Just have a good swim. Matter of fact, I keep telling myself I'm gonna get my clubs back out. I got them up there in the attic of the garage. And I'm like, you don't need to do that. You already you
I'm
don't
telling
need
you,
to
man.
do that.
Hey, I put it on the golf channel and get my fill. And it's just human nature. Even when you're playing baseball, you swing for the fence.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to knock the cover off that sucker. I remember one time I was swinging so hard, my knee was touching the ground. I was swinging so hard trying, and don't let you go out there and see the fence look like they done moved it in a little bit. Oh, I can get that. Boy, you gonna pop up all night long. Trying to swing for the fence.
That's well, especially I know when I started playing more softball and stuff. I mean, it's even easier playing softball because that ball is coming so slow.
Oh
And,
man,
it's like I'm gonna take this one out.
Yes,
so
sir.
it's even easier when you start playing softball.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's the way we are. We go by the Sam's and buy the paper bowls, the paper plates, the paper saucers. We buy the 200 or 300 thing of plastic spoons and plastic forks, and we do the same. Even though we eat most of our main meals, we eat out of the China plates. I mean, we use those for that. Because the girls, they can put them in the dishwasher, so we eat out of that. But we go through a ton of paper bowls and paper plates.
Oh yeah,
and paper cups. I mean, we got the red Solo cups. We got the white Solo cups. The different sizes of that and stuff. So we do the same. As a matter of fact, we were upset because we couldn't find any of the plastic spoons at Sam's for a while. I guess they was having supply chain issues for them. And I said, we can just order them offline. Went online. They were out of stock online too. And then all of a sudden they showed back up again. And Marion got a box the last time she was out there. But that's probably the most things we buy from Sam's. Is that paper plates and stuff like that.
Yes, sir. And but I buy it also. I like they got a 20-ounce bottle of Ozarka water. And now they done ran out of them. I got to go back over there and check. So, no, we'll be getting them back. We just don't know when we're getting them. But I like them 20-ounce bottles of water because you get them other ones, I think, what are they, 10, 12 ounces? Man, I had 3 gulps and I can knock that out.
Right.
And but them 20 ounces, I can, what I normally do is I drank the top half of it, drank about 10 ounces because I like water. A lot of people don't like water. I like water. I'll drink the top off of there. Then I put me some, what you call it? For old age health. I put me some
Metamucil.
I put Metamucil on the bottom half. And drink that. I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Quench my thirst. And got my movement about ready to go.
Yeah. I tried that. I just couldn't do the powder. I tried, and it just, to me, it just felt like drinking sand. So I do the capsules. I do the Metamucil capsule. Excuse me. Well, actually, I don't do the Metamucil. I do the Walmart Equate generic brand. Because it's a lot cheaper than that Metamucil. But I do the capsules. That's what I do now with that. But
The first
You know,
time I bought that Metamucil, man, and we went up there and they rang it up because I didn't pay no attention. I just saw, oh, there it is. I got
right.
it. And I went up there and she said 15. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's a little pricey.
Yeah, I was
So
like,
I get
boy,
the Equate brand.
if I wasn't standing up here and then people behind me, I'd tell you not to do that one. You know.
Yeah, but I do my capsules, twice a day because if you look at the bottle with the capsules on them though, it tells you, you're supposed to do about 30 a day. I'm like, I don't need that many. I do about 5 a time and twice a day, and I'm seem to be okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been using that too.
Yes, sir.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this session. Get some of that Metamucil. It'll keep you regular. Hey, y'all, this is Mickey G.
And I'm Rodney T.
Thanks for joining us for this session of Old Fools Talking Old School. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.